Hello, I'm Sin the Manga Addict, and welcome to my channel. I thought I would share with everyone everything I got through the month of August, which, as you can see, barely actually fits across my desk. To start with, Volume 27 of Jujutsu Kaisen, which I've been enjoying well enough, but I'm definitely ready for the last of the chapters to come out in English and finish having it collected. Marriage Toxin Volume 8. I really enjoy each installment of Marriage Toxin as it releases. It's one of the ones I really look forward to each time it comes around. Fly Me to the Moon 7, 8, and 9. I slowly but surely am making my way towards getting caught up on it. It's definitely been higher up on my list to go ahead and finish collecting. Bride of the Barrier Master Volume 2. I was trying really hard to tell myself I wasn't just going to turn around and get Volume 2s of all the new series I started last month, but I did that a lot, as you'll see. Accomplishments of the Duke's Daughter Volume 3. I still need 2, but I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity to get 3 when it was right in front of me. L'Accordo d'Oro Volume 2. Now I just need Volume 1 to be able to actually give the series a try. Failed Princesses Volume 1. I already had 2 and 5, so I got to actually sit down and read the first couple, and I definitely will be tracking down the other half of the series soon. LDK Volume 1. I had a much later volume, so it was definitely high time I picked up Volume 1. Atomen Volume 1. I picked up some later volumes on my birthday haul, so I had to go ahead and pick up Volume 1. Shortcake Cake Volumes 8 and 9. I think I've got roughly half the series now, another 2 closer to finishing it out. Fushuki Yugi Volume 2, and then Ginbu Kaiden Volume 1. I've still got a long ways to go on Fushuki Yugi, but every bit I get counts. Colette Decides to Die Volumes 1 and 2. This has been pretty high up on my list of series I wanted to start. So hearing from others that they really enjoyed it too, I decided to go ahead and take the plunge. It was really hard to resist just going through and buying all of them immediately. Kakuryou Bed and Breakfast Volumes 2 and 6. I saw a lot online that included Volume 6 and some other books I was in the middle of picking up, so I went ahead and got it, as well as Volume 2. It's definitely one I'm going to try and finish picking up before the anime starts airing. My Isekai Life Volume 20. I've been picking this one up since it started. I didn't think it would last this long, but it's been pretty solid. Ace Volumes 1, 2, 3, and 5. This was a series I hadn't heard of, but it was part of that lot with all the volumes I needed, so I'm just 2 away from completion. A School Frozen in Time, Volumes 2, 3, and 4. This finished out the series for me, and God, I absolutely loved it. If anyone had told me beforehand that it was going to give me Corpse Party vibes, I would have picked it up so much sooner. Noragami Volumes 1 through 8. I had a coupon from a used bookstore for my birthday, so there wasn't a ton they had because I'd made a recent stop, so right before my birthday. So I just decided to go ahead and start this one. Honey Lemon Soda Volume 9. This has been just a really cute, solid shoujo. I've been intending to go check out Season 1 of the anime that just finished airing. His Majesty the Demon King's Housekeeper Volume 10. Honestly, I would never have expected an isekai about cleaning to last this long, but they're still giving different cleaning tips that haven't been in the previous volume, so all the more power to them. A Condition Called Love, Volume 14. I've definitely heard the complaints about Hananoya and Hotaru's relationship, but it's been really nice watching them grow, so I still continue to enjoy the series. Hatsune Miku Mikuban. As far as I'm aware, it is one of the last couple English printing Hatsune Miku manga that I didn't have, so woo! Bocchi the Rock Comic Anthology Volume 1. Another new Bocchi Volume 1, and another one I'll just keep on collecting. Kill the Villainess Volume 3. I was a fan of the webcomic as it came out, so I've been doing my best to stay up to date picking up the physical releases. Magilumiere Magical Girls Inc. Volume 9. I honestly don't see many people talking about this one, but it's been very solid. I need to finish watching the anime. I watched about half of the first season of the anime with my husband, but he's dyslexic and it's not dubbed, so it's very slow going. Wand Dance Volume 13. I've been a big fan of this, honestly, ever since the Kodansha Free Comic Book Day preview. It's not one I probably ever would have picked up elsewise, but they really hooked me with that. And then since then, I barely see anybody talking about it, and I love it so much. I have really high hopes for the anime that's about to be airing to bring in more of a fan base, and I'm trying not to put too many expectations on it, but I'm so hopeful. The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl Volume 10. I love this adorable couple so much. I know I definitely see people complain about the cost of the volumes, but to me, they're very worth it. They are some of the most gorgeous covers slash like effects they do on the covers, aside from the eyes press. They are top tier. Blue Flag, Volume 6 and 8. The end was a lot, but honestly, this has been one of the most thought-provoking, like, actually look at the way I think and address things. It was such an interesting, good, solid read, and I can't recommend it highly enough. I'm so glad I finished picking it up. Farewell Daisy, the Jun Miyazuki short story collection. This was a no-brainer pickup for me, as much as I love Kowloon generic romance, but I wasn't fully prepared for what was in the volume itself. Obviously, it's got the explicit warning label, but that doesn't always honestly mean that much. I wish I'd had more time to get attached to the characters, but it's a short story collection, that's all there is to it. Insomniacs After School, Volume 10. I know there's not that much more left to the series, that, it was finished about the time it started being printed in English over here. And I very much have enjoyed the entire ride, though it has started to drag just a little bit. I definitely will be both sad and glad when it comes to an end, because they are on the pricier side to pick up. Disney's Twisted Wonderland, the Book of Octavianel, Volume 1. I'm probably saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I honestly never got into the mobile game, though it very much appealed to me, so I've been really happy to get the story in this manga form. A Business Proposal, Volumes 4 and 5. I had fully read this webcomic online, so I wasn't prioritizing as much picking it up, and I felt really bad about that. So it had kind of got to the top of the list of the webcomics I'm going to get caught up on now that it is all the way finished. Great Place High School Student Council, Volume 3. I had never heard of this one. Honestly, I had never heard of the publisher June, and then I suddenly saw people talking about it like right after this actually came in. So I will be looking to pick up the rest and actually get some June in my collection. Welcome to Demon School Iramakun, Volumes 14 and 15. When I first started picking up Iramakun, I didn't know there was an anime at all. And then my brother was like, hey, there's this show my friend says we should watch, so let's check it out. And I'm like, hey, I recognize that. I've been picking up the books. I hadn't started reading them yet, and there was like 5 at the time. And then we binged all 3 seasons that were already out, and now we are just finally getting to the end of season 3 in the manga, and I'm so excited to be able to continue the story past that. On that same vein, welcome to Demon School Iramakun, the Iru Mafia edition. I love AUs. I was honestly so excited. I love seeing all of these familiar characters and just but what if take on them, and it was so good. I can't wait for next volume introducing Asmodeus and Clara. Skip and Loafer, Volume 11. Honestly, I love these two so much. There's so many different ways they could have frankly copped out of the relationship and not let it grow the way it would have needed to be realistic, but they've done such an amazing job the way they handled the dynamics between all of these characters. And it takes a while, but I'm always looking forward to the next volume so much. I'll Become a Villainess Who Goes Down in History, Volume 3. I love Villainess. Give me any unique twist on it, and I'm there. I've enjoyed the heck out of season 1 of the anime. My husband enjoyed it, which he, could take or leave Villainous way more than I could. And so I'm very eager for the manga to surpass where the anime left us off at. Spy X Family, Volume 14. It's very nice to see the headmaster there, sitting all elegantly on the cover. I very much enjoyed getting more of his story. It was a different volume, but it was very well done. Oshinoko, Volume 11. This cover, like all the Oshinoko covers have been just so great. I love the artwork in it so much. The story gripped me at the beginning, and it hasn't let go. I know a lot of people have cooled on the series a lot, but it still absolutely does it for me. When I became a commoner, they broke off Our Engagement, volumes 1, 2, and 3. I generally like the different Yin Press fantasy setting series, and so when I saw these three as part of a Labor Day sale, I had to go ahead and pick them up. Skip Beat, volumes 3 and 4. I have such weakness for shoujo. Honestly, I held off on picking it up for way too long, and now that I picked it up, it's just like, okay, how soon can I get the next volume? I might have my eye on a listing that includes the next couple volumes. Nana, volumes 12 and 13. I'm getting so close to being caught up, and I'm gonna have such mixed feelings when I do. I quit my apprenticeship as a royal court wizard to become a magic item craftswoman, volumes 1 and 2. Another Labor Day sale pickup. I love magic and crafting, and so I'm gonna give this a solid try. Another Labor Day sale pickup, Hanakimi, volume 6. I didn't have any of these. I shouldn't have picked it up, but it was cheaper. Time Stranger Kyoko, volume 1. The last of the Labor Day sale pickups, and in my defense, at least this is a volume 1. I can go ahead and read it. Maiden of the Needle, volume 4. There was a snafu with my pre-order when it first released, but this was actually the first time I've seen it in stores since then, so I finally am back up to date on the series. Natsume's Book of Friends, volume 2. Another series I started last month and I had to continue on with. I'm gonna try and not just dive headfirst. But this one also has an anime and it's dubbed, and I can get my husband to watch it, but also I don't want to watch further than I've read. So we'll see how that goes. My next life is a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, volume 11. My first Villainess series, still very beloved, comes out so slowly. And then the last book is probably my absolute favorite. The Fed Up Office Lady Wants to Serve the Villainess. This one checked all of the boxes for me. I did a whole short on how much I loved it. If you hadn't seen that, it's short. And there we have it. There are all the books that I picked up in August. All 75 of them. I might be known for saying I don't have a problem. I have hundreds of problems and hundreds of books. So, as always, let me know in the comments what you liked, what you picked up, and I will see you all next time.